Two old people on the couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again, from sea to shining sea. It's a land of the free, my friends, the one for you and me. Let's go.
I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch. Good morning, everyone.
Well, I've had about enough of Debbie over here. Last evening, I had to take her behind the shed, literally. But then I took her in the front door of the shed. It's a restaurant.
Yes.
Is that?
Yeah, I know. It's not
That's my
square dad joke.
square
that he
dad
had to
joke.
post on Facebook.
Yeah, I
last
put it up
night.
on Facebook
Yeah.
on
So,
my page. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I took Debbie behind the shed.
We did go to the shed last night, and it was good. We had catfish, and it was delicious. I haven't had catfish in forever.
And I know I'm here today.
You are here
By
today.
a miracle.
Barely.
Miracle,
barely
I
here.
am here actually
Yes.
on the
Uh-huh.
couch. And I'm glad because
It could change momentarily. Who knows? I don't.
I
Yeah.
think the show goes better
Yes.
whenever I'm actually here. But
It
welcome
does.
in, everybody. It's been a strange month already. Boy, we've got B-2 bombers going over there. But we're not at war, people.
No, we're not. We're not. Lots of stuff going on over in Israel, and I don't have much of it because I feel like they're trying to keep it on the low
We're
down.
giving rockets to
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. And
We're
Russia's
bombing
saying,
other countries.
saying it's going to be against NATO
Yeah.
if we don't stop. And we have equipment going over there that can only be operated by U.S.
Yeah.
soldiers.
We got ships
Yeah, so we'll talk
Lining-
about that right now.
lining
So, 'cause I
Israel
don't really
off the
have
coast
any-
of Israel.
Yeah, I kind of kept that in the
remember-
background in my slides.
We are a peaceful
Mhm.
country that would
Mhm.
never, for the election purposes, we are not starting any war.
Yes, absolutely.
We are just neutral in
We
everything.
are neutral on everything. We
I,
are.
I like to say, if you take and you bomb one thing in somebody else's country, just for like retaliation or something like that, guess what? I don't care if it's one bomb or 1,000 bombs. You just threw your foot in there and
Mhm.
declared war on that other country
Yes,
because you're attacking.
yes.
Define war. Define. Okay, like 3 bombs, you're not at war.
Mm.
10
Yeah.
now, you might be
Mhm.
starting to get into war.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You got
is.
the
And Israel's at war with everybody. So never mind,
everybody.
don't say
And
everybody.
this little tiny country
Yeah.
is saying we ain't. It's like a little chihuahua.
Yeah.
Israel is a little chihuahua, okay? And like these big dogs are like, hey, let's just beat up on the little chihuahua, and then they're like, whoa,
Whoa.
this little chihuahua
Mhm.
ain't scared of us at
No.
all. Is it
No.
worth it? Is it worth getting
It's
my
not.
little toes nipped at?
No.
Or should we just move along and let the little chihuahua be,
So what do you think is going to happen? It's very peaceful as far as the election goes right now.
Well, you would think, yeah.
seems.
It seems, yeah.
Very.
There's no rioting
Mhm.
yet.
Mhm.
But listen to me. They're losing. They like this.
They say
Every
she's
time they
ahead
show her
in the-
in the national poll, right?
Yeah.
She's 1% above, always, right?
Yeah.
It's like, by just some miracle, Trump
Yes.
is never one. It never flows his way in the
Mm.
error margin or anything like that. But again, if you do your own research and watch us and watch
Yeah.
every other normal people other than
Mhm.
mainstream media,
Yeah.
you know she's getting her butt swiped. Don't take my word for it. Just go out there and ask. Now you'll come across one person that's, oh yeah, we're jazzed about
Oh.
Kamala.
Wendy's getting ready to leave for a flag drive convoy in OKC.
Oh.
Yeah. That should be fun.
No, the jazz is there for Mr. Trump. There is no
Yes.
jazz. Unlikable. She didn't show up at the Catholic gathering. I forget, Al something. Or I don't know what, but
Yeah,
there's a
we'll have
big
some
thing.
slides with them.
Trump came.
Yes.
She didn't.
Mhm.
And my favorite joke was whatever Trump said, I never thought that men could have periods. And then I met Tim Waltz or what.
Yeah,
I thought
that was your favorite.
that
joke.
was the best one. Man,
Mhm.
I was like,
Yeah.
boy, that
Yeah.
was a good zinger. That
Yeah, that was
that
a good
shows
singer.
you how ridiculous
Mhm.
the other side is.
Yeah.
You know, they think that men can have babies. So
Yeah.
which side do you want to vote for? I don't care. And if you are totally brainwashed and Kamala is your go-to person, I feel I feel so sorry for you because you got to sit there. Well, first it was Biden, right? Biden was your go-to. Man, that guy's as sharp as a tack. Quit saying that he's not. He's so with it. He can do another 4 years. And then they go, well, no, he can't. You know, but you were so staunch on that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you flip to Kamala, like, oh boy, she's a woman of power and intelligence. And then you're like, oh gosh, I gotta, I gotta push that now,
Yes.
And I didn't like her the first time she ran. I didn't want her to be president, but now they tell me the mainstream media brainwashed me to say she's the go-to person in the Democratic Party. That's all you got, boy. You brainwash people have a rough one to go through to keep your spirits up with that one. But that's just my take on, the world. And you might say, I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. That's why I like Mr. T. He's ripping on everybody, all the cronies on both sides. So yeah, that's why I've always liked him. Yeah, because Republicans hated him. They were like, well, we don't want him to be president.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence.
Good.
I don't know
until he does anything. And he does acknowledge the big man upstairs. So I like that. Okay. Yeah. Let's get on with news.
Let's go out to slides. We have some slides, and then we have some things that people over 45 don't put up with anymore. So that should be fun. At the end of the show, everybody can comment whether that's you or not.
That's probably everything going on right now.
I have no idea because I didn't read all of my.
Oh, good. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Here we go.
Middle-class Americans aren't keeping up with the cost of living, and some experts blame U.S. government policies. No duh.
Just remember,
we just keep printing money. Money.
They scramble the stats, right? And they say, boy, the economy's never doing better. And then you go out to, buy stuff, and you just True Value just went under.
Yeah.
Hardware store. People are going under left and right.
Right.
And if the economy was doing better than ever,
right, then
all these companies would be saying, would you stop buying our products? Oh my gosh, we can't keep it in stock long enough. Mm-hmm. We're making so much money.
Yes.
Because the economy is doing so good.
Right.
That's, common sense person would look at stuff like that, like I do.
Yeah.
But, and you listen to them say, it's the best economy ever.
Right.
Whenever you're, the total on your grocery bill and everything is way higher than it's ever been before. So
we went and basically got toilet paper and dog food and stuff for the dog, and it was $128.
There's a reason why I have tinnitus.
Yes.
My brain hurts, everything, mm-hmm. and I have to go back out and do my job again.
Oh, you don't have to.
I do.
You don't have to.
I got to take you to the shed.
I know.
And so I want to be a provider in life.
I know you.
So I will go with no sleep, tinnitus ringing in my head, bear through it all, just for my family.
And all right, cool.
That's what guys do. Okay.
I'm glad. Thank you for working for me.
I'm back.
All right.
I'm ornery, though. I got ornery on my side. So even with all this going on in my brain, I just ignore it, put on the armor of God, and go out there and do my job.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Kamala's wickedness. I can't say the words.
Don't say that.
Are tripled in the last 3 years under Biden-Harris open border policies. So, I really didn't believe half of what they said, and the movie came out and everything. But, I think they do pry on all those innocent, poor children that are unfortunately, in third world countries and stuff like that. I think it's worse than we even know.
Evil exists around the world.
It does.
The mainstream media, they might be on their side.
Right.
They just want to, like that guy's kooky.
Under
that
rug.
Guy's kooky. Don't believe a word he said, even though we've got tons of evidence that says that's going on. Just, they're blowing it out of proportion, people. Well, wait until you find out, the Diddy stuff. Oh my gosh, and everything.
Well, the stuff that's coming out about that. I mean, it's It's just nuts balls.
It's crazy.
It's just crazy.
It's going on, and you don't think that the
I'm sure it
politicians
is,
vote
zombie. I'm sure it is.
the politicians vote certain ways because they're corrupted. Guaranteed. You can think whatever you want. I know they get kickbacks, right? But then they might want to. The mob family, once you join it, you can't unjoin it.
Right.
So they got you. They got you somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how they got
keep you.
Yeah, they got you.
Mm-hmm. They do.
I'm not saying everybody, but they're.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a lot of them have been compromised.
And we're he didn't, Jake.
I
didn't
think
kill himself yet.
I think this stuff is going to come out more and more because of us independent journalists around the world. Things are coming out. People are waking up. Okay, you're not listening to me.
Yeah, I am.
Are they making fun of me over there?
No, they're not.
Because you're laughing.
They're not. No, they're not. They're not.
If you're laughing, that means
no.
They're making fun of me.
They're not making fun of you. They're not making fun of you.
Sit down. Is James doing it?
Yeah, probably so, zombie.
Quit it.
They needed somebody to throw out there.
All right. What do we got going on?
All right. So, what? Confused Joe Biden says Kamala beat Trump so badly in the debate, he's scared to debate death to beat her again.
Joe Biden says, "Come on." Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always slipping up. Come on, people.
He just twists his words.
They already kicked him out.
We twisted our words, but we're old.
We said 4 years ago, whenever he was running, the guy who didn't have a brain, and now it's coming out. The truth this year is all coming out. By design, I don't know, but it seems like it's all coming out here. And are they going to do another switcheroo? Or are they going to?
It's too late.
Too late to do the switcheroo. They're going to delay the election.
Something's going to happen right at the last moment.
Right at the last moment.
Yeah, because it's pretty quiet. It's quieter than I thought it would be.
Elections won't happen. There will be a war, maybe. Delay the election. Something's going to happen. So whenever all you brainwashed, relatives of mine and stuff like that, whenever the election doesn't happen or something kooky goes on around the election, don't act surprised. Don't be like, oh my gosh, this is heinous. We have to stop the election. It was by design. It's going to happen. So whenever it happens, don't act shocked. Don't act like, oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Get out of your brainwashed head and say they're delaying it because they can't win. Okay?
Randy, we missed everybody, and Julie, we missed everybody.
Oh my gosh,
at Pinecone Fest too. We're sorry we couldn't make it. Maybe
you can have this
next
back.
year. One of these days.
They're going to take our piney back.
No, they're not going to take our piney
show
back.
Up.
No, they're not. We're going to get better.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. People don't come to my job, and so I have to come to my job, or the kids would suffer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Debbie's got a little anxiety, too, and so just doing it by herself and driving down there. And we had a flat last time, so she'd probably be thinking the whole way down.
Well, we got new tires.
We got new tires, but the belt would break.
Something would happen, and I would be all by myself, and I wouldn't know what to do.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
We miss you guys.
Yeah,
we were desperately wanting to go. It's not like we were maliciously saying we're not going to go. Oh my God, I would love to go. I love camping. I love the Pinecone Fest.
You knew his
I love all.
His schedule changed 4 or 5 times in the past 2 days.
I never know where I'm going to go next. Yeah. I don't know.
He was flying out Friday. He was flying out Saturday. Now he's flying out Sunday. I
ended up down at Oklahoma University yesterday, and I wasn't supposed to do that. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, on a dime. I get a phone call. If he starts going, Mark, how is it going? I know.
You know something bad's happening.
Where do you need me?
Where am I going? Okay, due to inflation, Americans spending more under Biden-Harris than they have in decades. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll come up with headlines and try to say that that's not so.
The economy is doing great.
Yeah.
Just believe, again.
It was higher under 4 years ago, they'll say.
I can't argue with anybody that says everything's fine out there. I mean, if they try to spin it like, the people are doing better than they ever have before. Like, they can't even afford, rent now. But whatever, because they make more money, but rent's doubled.
Right.
So good luck with all that. Oh, by the way, Randy and Julie have a place for rent, so check them out.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
It's her place, or are they doing it for a friend?
I have no idea.
All right, but check out.
I don't know.
Good price. Yeah. There you go. There's a good sales pitch for Randy and Julie. That makes up for missing Pinecone.
No, it doesn't.
All right, what do we got?
Okay. Wow, Kamala Harris says She's considering taxpayer-funded reparations for Black people. So we're gonna
What
get
about
ready.
me? What about me? What about this white guy here?
You're a privileged white guy, so you don't need any
Oh my gosh, I haven't. Listen,
reparations.
I've paid
Yeah.
into the system. I mean, I got a little money back during because they locked us down, right?
Yes.
It's the only time in my life that I got any reparations.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even
Mhm.
reparations. This was
Mhm.
stay in jail money.
Yeah.
You know, you stay in jail
Yeah.
and we'll pay you. You know,
Right.
that's about basically what it was, you
Yeah.
know. So how about all those people that have put in
Right.
since we were 16, you know, officially. I
Mhm.
worked before then, but I
Yeah.
mean, I've paid into the tax system since I was 16.
Yes.
Do I get any of that back?
You do in your Social Security, but if we take it early,
Oh my
it's less
gosh.
than your amount.
Not,
And now you
and
can't.
it's not keeping
you
up with
can't-
inflation. So
yeah,
there you
you
go.
can't retire till you're 70. I'm like, really?
Oh my gosh, keep going. Keep
All
going.
But Bidenomics, Walgreens to close down 1,200 stores nationwide to help stem billions in losses. So
I'm really
again, I
afraid for
heard,
one of my relatives there because
I saw Linda Peters. She posted that Target was closing locations also.
I got one relative that's worked her butt off to make it in life, right?
Mhm.
And be responsible.
Right.
She's worked her way up through the Walgreens chain.
hmm
And now she's probably worried every day and waking up and getting a phone call. You know, but the economy, better than ever, people. But no, she's a good one. She's a hard worker. And we miss you here. I've got to get out there to a West Virginia game so I can see my family out there
Yeah.
again. All right, let's
Yeah.
not bore the people. Let's keep
Okay.
it moving along.
Let's keep on moving along. Kamala Harris Lally booed for snubbing Al Smith Memorial Foundation
Listen.
dinner. So there was a dinner, and they make stupid jokes and all this kind of stuff. And was she on the big
guess-
screen?
Yeah, I didn't watch the
I
whole
didn't
thing,
watch
so
it.
I don't. But
Mhm.
this is what gets me is like she always laughs at her own jokes, right? She with that cackle,
Yes.
and it's not even a joke. She just says something and just laughs, right? So you think she would think she was funny if she laughs at herself all
Yes.
the time. This would
Mhm.
be a perfect opportunity to show the American people that you're actually got a personality
Mhm.
and you're funny. But she was afraid, boy.
Yeah.
Their staff is just reining her back in the basement. Like it's not
Yes.
going good every time she
Mhm.
goes out. So they're like, that's it. Just lock her up in the basement. And we're hemorrhaging, you know.
Mhm.
And Trump's just crushing it out there. He's going to every podcast and everything. He did miss that one
Oh,
porn podcast that she went on. you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she went on this
Oh my
raunchy
goodness. Mhm.
fluff question podcast that I don't know. Well, there
Okay.
you go. That shows you which side, you know, the people are.
Yeah.
She went to that, and Trump's been doing all these. He's going on Joe Rogan, allegedly, coming up here.
Okay.
That should be a good one. And then Kamala had to say, well, I'm going on it too. You know.
Okay.
But we'll see.
We'll
we
see.
will see.
We will see.
I think
So-
that would be a disaster because he's ripped on her.
Mhm.
He would ask her
Yeah.
He already did. He's already said bad things about her.
Oh yeah.
So, and he says bad things about Trump too, but Trump will probably explain himself where she'll just be like, I was born a poor, you know, child.
Yeah.
Just like the
Yeah.
jerk. Did you watch Steve? What's it? Everybody, Steve, funny comedian. He played the jerk. He
Steve
wa-
Martin?
Yeah, Steve Martin was born a poor black child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so was she. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So there you go.
So, Zombie said that everybody loved that free COVID money, but we've paid it back 5 times, right?
Oh my gosh.
We
yeah.
have paid it back
Yeah.
5 times
Yeah.
because that's what caused inflation
Oh.
was printing all that free money that
Yeah.
was handed
And they'll
out. during
tax
the
us
whole
more
COVID.
down the road
Mhm.
and the whole
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going full screen.
Okay.
The whole central bank system is gone. Silver went up the other
Mm.
day, gold is starting to make a
Yeah.
little run. All the people, central, Bank of America, you probably got that, or everybody are screaming disaster,
Yeah.
while everybody else is saying the economy is going good.
Mhm.
People are starting to say, I'm getting my money out, I'm going to gold and silver, and it had a good rise
Yeah.
yesterday.
Mike with Sergeant's Talk TV, check them out. They have a live on
Tuesday
Tuesday.
night.
I just can't believe that 80 million people think everything is going good in America, or is it just hate for the other side? I think it is just hate for the other side. They just don't
Or
want to be on the other side's
did they
side.
just want you to make you think that 80 million people went
Yes.
that way?
Yeah,
That's my theory, but I can't say it
out loud.
about the people picking
Right.
process. But we might find out some more about that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background that if you do your own research, you find out about. So it might be good, and some news might be coming out in the next, couple months here about that. We'll see
Uh-huh.
how this election goes.
So, Donald Trump slays with hilarious joke at the
Yeah.
Al Smith dinner in New York City. So he did
Yeah,
come and was a good sport about
Well,
it.
And
Is this one of the places that
Schumer-
he had snubbed in the past? Because he snubbed.
No,
That
no,
was the press.
that
was a
the
press
press
dinner.
one.
Mhm.
But I mean, he went and ripped
Mhm.
on Hillary the first time, and they probably don't even want him to come because he actually was. It gives them an opportunity to just let loose, and they were busting on Chuck Schumer there off to the one side right there. They were
Yeah.
they were busting on him. The comedian was really
Yeah.
fair,
Mhm.
and I guess they actually went after her more because she snubbed the place.
Right.
So they're like, all gloves are off now. If you're not
Yeah.
going to show up and take the heat,
Right.
we're going to bring the heat 10 times harder. So, yeah.
Sweet dreams, Ryan. Get some rest.
Ryan,
He
yeah, I
says
get
he'll
you.
call you later.
All right.
today.
He's been on the road
Yeah.
probably.
Mhm.
There's another
he drove
guy
all
that's
night.
working hard for his family
Yes.
and putting in the time to make life better for everybody around
That he
him.
cares.
Is a good guy. Ryan,
Right.
great friend. All
Okay. IDF eliminates Hamas leader, however
Yeah.
you say his name, after less than 10 weeks on the job. So anyway, they unalived one of their big leaders.
Well, they got that guy, and they'll fill him in with, but it's good.
Yes.
You take out
You got to get
command,
them all.
comms,
Mhm.
communication. They did a good job with the pagers there. On the other, I don't know, that was a different
Yes.
group or whatever.
Yes, that
Now
is
they
a
got
different
this
group.
main group. Man, you hit them, command and comms,
Mhm.
and it's going to disrupt their ability to do their operations. And they haven't had really too much, happening.
Yeah.
There's things going on still, but it's
Right.
not been a big, retaliation one way or another. Israel says before the election they're going to do something to Iran, which then might kick
That
off.
might be the thing.
Yeah. But at one point you got to say, well, we're not just going to
No.
quit.
You're right, Sergeant TV. Not a lot of job security in that position right now.
Yeah. But
But you'll be in it for the rest of your life.
at one point
Yes.
you have to say
Mhm.
we can't be picked on any longer.
Right.
Right? You just
You
okay.
can't let
well,
people pick
if
on
we
you.
attack them
Mhm.
back, Russia might attack us. But we're being attacked anyway. So
Mhm.
at what point do we just say we're going to take care of business? Hopefully we win,
Yes.
but we might lose
Mhm.
because we're up against the whole world.
Yeah.
But we ain't taking it no
Right.
longer, and we're going to clean up our problem that we think we have. Again,
Mhm.
take your own sides, whatever you want to do. I don't care, but you can't. You got to stand up for yourself,
You do.
and that's what they're doing.
Yes.
So we'll
Right.
see. It's going to
Mhm.
get nuts balls. It's going to get nuts balls before the end of the year.
Yes, it will.
All right.
Okay.
What's the next step?
So, CBS News slapped with FCC complaint after 60 Minutes selectively edits Kamala
Yeah.
Harris
Oh my
interview
God.
to make her sound coherent and lucid.
Okay.
So.
Again, I gotta, chit chat with people
Right.
that have like a 3 paragraphs of
Yes.
how great Kamala is doing, right?
Right.
And I gotta argue with them on Facebook and
Right.
everything. Like she crushed it,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe with a little help of manipulation,
Mhm.
she crushed it. Maybe
Yeah.
but your poor lady
Mhm.
is so bad that the unbiased media that you tell me I have to, trust. Meanwhile,
Mhm.
I can't trust independent journalisms. They don't tell the truth. But CBS and
Yeah.
them, they tell the truth.
Trish, that's really odd. She said, our bank's monitoring our spending.
Yeah.
I paid my rent and the bank notified me that I spent more than $500 on a single transaction.
They do.
That has never happened before.
They do all the time.
So-
You get those weird
Well,
replies back.
we had a savings account at the bank, right? And it just had a set amount of money in it, and we hadn't added to it in a year or taken anything out. It was
They-
just sitting there, and they notified us that they were going to close our account
Because we're not
because it
doing it.
wasn't active. And
I
I
was
was like, it has money in it.
It's the bank. You
It
put
did-
it in there and you just let it be.
I mean, it wasn't like $5 that it had in it. It was a significant amount for
Yeah, like,
us.
it's like,
So
I'm
I
just
was
gonna
like,
close
so
it
we
up.
moved it. Yeah, we moved it. I was like, don't be telling me to.
Oh my gosh. Or you
Yeah.
go in there, sometimes you go in and you're like, hey, I need $5,000.
Mhm.
They're like, for what?
Well, it's the 10,000 is when they have to.
Ask you?
Yeah, they have to do federal
Well, that's nuts.
reports if you withdraw more than
None of their
$10,000.
business.
Although I feel like I went in there and got 2 money orders when we bought the house in Kansas, and nobody did anything.
For one thing, it's not has nothing to do with the federal in the first place.
Well, they want to make sure you're not money laundering.
I know, but okay. Good
That's what
luck
they
out
say
there,
anyway.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Mhm.
our money is still our money.
Hopefully. Kamala Harris dodges tough questions on Biden's mental decline. Joe Biden is not on the ballot, and Donald Trump is. So I don't know what that has to do with tough questions about Biden's mental capacity. He has to be president until January. So we need to know if he's actually running the country or who is running the country,
Right.
right?
I like the one question she was asked about,
Uh-huh.
the border or something like, or
Mhm.
why haven't you fixed all the problems in 3.5 years? She goes, well, Trump's been running for the last 7 years. And then he's like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
She goes, you know what I mean? He goes, no, I have no
I have
idea.
no idea what
You
mean.
were in for 3.5
Right.
years.
Mhm.
Trump's been running for president,
Right.
but you haven't done anything to fix these problems.
Right.
What do I not understand here? Answer the question. And she didn't answer the question. Good luck out there, all you people that are staunch.
Yes.
You're looking kind of foolish right now, in my opinion. Now, people might say the same thing about me about Trump, right?
Mhm.
You're foolish for liking
Yeah.
that crazy man. He's evil. He's orange. He's evil, So I get it. They might think, the same way, but
Right.
I'll back it with policy all day
Right.
long. I'll back you and say, I like this. I like that he lowered my taxes last time he was in. I like that he was securing the border. I like that he didn't start any more wars. What do you got? And they go, he's bad, and he's going to take our freedom. And he's going to take and destroy the
Constitution.
the Constitution. He's evil. Okay. You got nothing, do you? You got nothing except for the talking point.
Right.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Tell us in this down below, tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me your policies and everything. Don't scooch around. Tell me what the policies are. Oh my gosh. I know I'm rambling, but I just get so mad about this whole thing.
Biden admits Democrats and the DOJ plan to jail Trump after the election. Ooh, now there would be a thing that would start trouble, right? Like if we had the election, he wins and they jail him immediately before he can be installed. That might start something.
Oh, yeah. They're going to do something.
Yeah, something's
he
going to
wins,
happen. Something's going to happen.
We'll be lucky if we get to the election.
Yeah.
The people picking process.
Yes.
Then we'll be lucky if they don't do something nefarious in the people picking process. Then if they do all that and Mr. T still worked, they had a plan last time he won, and it was just nightmare for him the last 3 years, putting up with all their fake stuff that they thought they could get him out. 2 impeachments, everything. They didn't.
Right.
Then they tried to, they tried to eliminate him before the election too.
Yeah.
But listen to me. Something's going to happen. It's not going to be smooth sailing like, oh, Trump's our president. Let's all come together and just do his policies for a while.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that because his policies are anti-global
agenda
cabal. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Biden-Harris regime announced another $425 million gift package for Ukraine as America suffers from devastating hurricanes. And I had something to share about that.
What do we got to show for it?
I had something to share about that, and I forgot to get
Listen,
it on here, but I
they
gotta
gave
pull it
him
up.
all that money. You look for that. They gave him all this money so far. They said
Mhm.
all we got to do is give him that first installment, and Zelensky's going to kick ass and win with that first installment. Well, that didn't happen. Well, then we got to give him some more. That didn't happen. At what point do you go, maybe we're just giving him money to fight
Now I can't read
Russia that's huge, and they're not going to win. It's unwinnable against Russia. Any general will tell you that from the get-go. Like, it's going to end badly. But we're going to just keep sending them money for with no result. Listen, they're laundering money to Ukraine to kick back to all the cronies around the world. That's it. Don't tell me any other way. Get your mind out of the brainwash
Okay,
gutter.
I have
All right.
something here.
All right,
Okay, I
go
have a
ahead.
comment
Hold
from
on.
one of
Go.
our
Go ahead.
subscribers, Crystal Hart, who
Yep.
has been with us for
Yep.
a long time. I'm living in Florida, the Gulf of Mexico. Anna Marie Island has been decimated. Most homes are completely gone. Most people aren't even aware of this fact. The beaches are totaled. They have been polluting the beautiful ocean with sewage running off due to the flooding, so they say. Watching this happen has been horrifying. So many quaint and beautiful businesses have been wiped out. The island looks like green mud. Saint something or other cycle flooded as well. So many businesses gone. The beaches are gone. Um, now getting ready for the next hurricane. So
It's tragic.
anyway,
And again, where's our. Okay, I know like we print money and it's all bad, but we can somehow give it to other countries. Tons of money. I mean, I don't even want to think about how much money goes to other countries around the world. Yet we sit here and struggle to get compensated for a disaster
yeah,
or something like that. Let's say it's like a war.
yeah,
It's like a war zone, and they should say, "Well, let's rebuild." They
yeah,
want to rebuild Ukraine if they win. They'll rebuild that whole country.
yeah,
Then people would be doing better than us.
yeah.
I mean, that's just the way.
And
It,
Gaza and
yeah, it'll all be
Lebanon,
rebuilt by
yeah,
our
by
tax
our
dollar,
tax dollars.
guaranteed,
Mhm.
guaranteed.
Yeah,
And we're fed up with it. The
yeah,
American people are waking up, and they're fed up with it. You can see it now. Like before, people were just like, "Oh," now people are like, "Wait a second, we're
yeah,
giving all this money to everybody else. Where's
yeah. But we can't take care
right?
of our own people.
Yeah, if we're gonna print money, let's print
Mhm,
it for us.
mhm.
And why be taxed? Like you say, why
Yeah.
be taxed?
I'm like, if you can print money at will, why be taxed?
Just print the money
Yeah,
and
just print the money.
have some.
I know that causes inflation. That's why we don't do it. But,
Yes,
yes,
and we have inflation. So there
we
you
do
go,
have
people that are
inflation.
brainwashed. There you go. All right,
Okay,
what do you got?
okay. Biden
Uh,
Harris. Oh,
we
okay.
already.
Kamala Harris can't even answer why it's important to vote for her. So,
No, I got nothing.
yeah.
Got nothing. All right, that was
Yeah.
a poor
That
impression.
impression of her.
Yeah.
Another war threat. North Korea destroys key roads and rails linked connecting to South Korea. Threatens open war if more drones
Yeah.
appear. So
Wars and rumors of wars,
Yeah.
boy, and it's getting heated up. Everybody's
is.
picking their sides. It's ready to go down, people.
yeah,
Don't be shocked whenever you wake up one day and you find out we're in full blown.
well, and I still think that our mainland will get it in some way.
Somewhat,
Some way.
yeah. Someday they're gonna be like, you know what? America just thinks they're untouchable, and so all the people are just like going on.
Yes.
We can't be hurt. Let's just keep poking everybody around here, and nothing will happen to us. Well, one day it's gonna happen, people, and you're gonna wake up to news probably that something bad happened here on our turf, and that's probably whenever people are gonna start going.
Mhm.
Going on. And then
Yeah.
they'll go, "Ooh, what do you mean draft? My kids have to go to." And then the kids that have
Mhm.
lived a fluff life are going to be
Mhm.
like, "No, you got to go to the front line and get mowed down." And they're
Mhm.
going to be like, "Wait a second. I'm starting to like what the other side is saying."
Yeah.
Like, maybe
Mhm.
they're right.
Mhm.
That's whenever the people will
Mhm.
wake up.
Okay. So Joe Biden issues warning to Iran. Any
Right.
attempt to kill Donald Trump is an act of war. Okay. So this headline scared me.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they'll try that
They'll
to
do
start.
that, blame Trump, and start that.
Bling. That's
Uh-huh.
the way they start their
Yes.
to delay
Mhm.
the election.
Mm.
Delay the election. I see it coming. Don't be again. You heard. Well, you used to have two
Mhm.
janitors.
Yeah,
Well,
but we're not anymore.
we're not janitors anymore.
No.
But man, we're smart. We were
Mark
smart
and Debbie,
janitors.
did you hear? Wait.
All right. What?
Did y'all hear about the DOD update on directive
Yeah. Where they can
to allow
attack
troops to be
civilians
used on
against our
U.S.
own.
soil against the civilians?
And again, their talking points is Trump's going to use the military
Right.
to stifle civilians.
Right.
Meanwhile, behind the
Mhm.
scenes, behind the mainstream media, stuff going on,
Yeah.
they literally passed a bill that we can now use our own military against U.S. citizens. There you go.
Mhm.
They did it. Not remember, Mr. T is not in control right now. The Democrats are. They passed this. There you go. Do some research, people. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Listen to what they say. That's what they're doing. Listen to what they say. They're blaming, like he's gonna weaponize the DOD.
Yes.
You
And
know,
that's what they're doing.
they're gonna weaponize, the lawyers and everything.
Yeah.
Come after us to arrest us.
Mhm.
No, that's exactly what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's official. Trump announces historic rally at Madison Square Garden. That might be a bad idea in New York City. That might be bad.
At one
That
point,
could be bad.
At one point, you just got to put your faith. He is.
I
He's
know
like,
he is.
He's
I
like,
know.
like I'm old.
I
He's
know.
like, I'm doing this for everybody.
I know.
If I die, I'm going up to the big guy upstairs. It'll be better.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
think,
trying
yeah.
really hard to straighten out this. He's not doing it for money, people. He can live whatever way he wants to. He's set for life.
Yes.
The only reason why he's doing it now, he does have a big head. That's one
Yes.
thing I like about him. He does all this because he wants the people to love him. He's
Mhm.
got a big head. He wants to be popular. He wants the people to love him. That's why he's not going to screw you over. I've said that since 2016. He ain't going to screw you over because he wants you to be his friend. He wants to leave this planet and everybody go, man, that dude was great.
Yes.
He puts his names on everything. He don't want to be the guy that destroyed everything. He
Right.
wants to be known as the guy that saved America. That's my theory on the guy. I've always had it. Yes, he's got a big head, but he wants to do what's right for the people, and he's going down trying to do what's right for us. Good for him.
Lou, you could be right. I mean, something's going to go down.
Yeah,
I just said that I think they might try to just arrest him right
Yeah,
after
Lou.
the election.
Lou,
Yeah.
man.
They're telling you that what they're going to do. Congress will declare Trump ineligible and refuse to seat him.
Yeah.
Then the people protest. They will turn the military against.
Absolutely.
In my
Listen,
opinion.
yeah, that's
Yes.
what they're waiting for. The American people that are waking up are gonna be, if something nefarious goes down, and again, just let the people pick a president and let him be president.
Right.
We voted him in.
Right.
But if he wins,
Globalists can't allow
they
that.
can't allow it. It's
Mhm.
not gonna happen. So he's gonna have 4 years more of, unless people wake up and then they're all going to say, yeah, we're done with this. We're done with your shenanigans. We are for America, and we're going to back our
Yeah,
guy.
Trish is right, but God always wins. And
That's-
yes,
yeah,
God
yeah.
always wins.
Something wild is going to happen this election season.
Mhm.
I always said this year is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
We only got 2 weeks left.
Right.
Just expect unexpected, but put on the armor of God.
Yes.
I mean, I listened to my Kim Clement is like the only prophet that has really. I
Stuck in your
hate the
head.
way he sings and everything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
good for him. That if that's how it works, then
Mhm.
if I could just get the
The transcript.
transcript
Mhm.
later on, because the whole thing and saying drives me nuts. But he's been right. He said Trump's going to be a 2-term president, and he said America's going to get great. He said this is all going to get. So it's got to be divine. God is always with us. It might get sucky, but God's always there to, provide and
Yeah.
make it okay at least, right?
Mhm.
And then we get to join him up in heaven and have a rip-roaring good time for the rest of our lives. So
Yeah, Johnny, it's good that Mark is home today. We get to enjoy some football today before I
Yeah.
take him to the airport tomorrow.
and then who knows when I'll be
Yeah, who
home.
knows?
Oh my gosh, I'll be.
I thought he was going to be gone already, but he got to be home.
It
and
was
then-
nice knowing
yeah, he got to be home, so that was nice.
Oh,
But
It
we're
is
doing-
football
we're
and
doing all right.
basketball season,
It
so forget about it.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
It'll be good.
It will be. Okay, so we're done with the news. So this is you can't believe me enough. Can't pay me enough to do it. People over 40 are revealing the things they simply are too old to deal with anymore. So this is just for fun. You tell me if you agree or disagree with anything that we have
Should
coming
we
up.
start this?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Okay. And we might have
Oh
to
my
go
gosh,
full
here we
screen.
go.
Yeah. I'm 43 years old and I don't have time for people who don't respect me. I have less patience for ignorance. I care less about being rich and retirement and find I care more about chasing happiness, which doesn't necessarily mean more money,
yes.
just happiness. If money comes with it, so be it.
I agree with that. That's,
Okay.
Like I say, I just want to sit on my front porch, to be
Right.
honest with you, with my dog.
Yes.
That's and with my wife.
Yes. Mhm.
But that's it. I could eat a bologna and cheese sandwich and sit and be happy as all get out from here on out. I don't need, fancy anything. I just want to live my life comfortably, warm, and stress free down the road, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit more. But
Mhm.
I'm working on that.
Well, we can keep it simple.
Yeah, I'm gonna stress out for another 3 years, but I do not need it anymore. Right?
Good.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I agree with you.
Okay.
I mean, what do we got here?
All right. I'm tired of the grocery store being a social club. Now I order online and pick up at the
Yeah.
parking lot. And I do that sometimes if I don't feel like walking around the whole Walmart to figure out where everything is
Yeah.
anymore because they changed everything. But yeah, I don't know.
Whenever I batched it before I met you,
hmm
I used to just walk in. And
Each day and get your
yeah,
whatever you're
yeah,
gonna
because
eat.
you only had a minimal budget anyways, right? And
Mhm.
so you would check out all the frozen food, then you would check out all the canned food, then you're like, well, I could throw this and this. Like, that's what I used to do. I just used to, I'd kill an hour in there for each dinner before I went home to
Yeah.
cook my dinner or microwave my dinner, whatever. But it
Mhm.
was like, I got a big choice here. This
Mhm.
is important, and so I never really shopped for like the whole week.
Right.
And it was right next to in the military.
Yeah.
The grocery store was right next to my apartment complex. So I'd just walk over there and kill some time.
And Lazy Days, is it your day to go live or is it the Gillum's day? Post whoever's going
Yeah,
live
yeah.
this evening.
Debbie should know that.
Yeah, I get confused.
All right, here. What do
Okay,
we got here?
daylight savings time. I've never had a
Yeah,
problem
my
when
gosh.
it became dark early, but this past fall I was honestly offended. I hope next year is better.
I know. It's like
It seems like
doesn't
it's
matter
pointless anymore.
if it's dark in
Anymore.
the morning or dark at night. It doesn't
Yeah, it
matter,
doesn't
people.
matter.
And don't mess with our schedule and our
Right.
brain.
hmm
And yeah, I get it. You're either gonna add some lightness to the beginning or lightness to the end. It's the light
same.
is only out there
Right.
for the same exact amount of time. So just leave it alone. I'm with you.
Okay. All right, Lazy Days, post your channel. Okay, I'm 80 and I'm reasonably computer literate, but I hate having everything on my phone and having to find things.
Oh, my
Retrieve
gosh.
them, enter passwords,
Oh,
or
my
worry
gosh.
about misspelling the phone or misplacing the phone or accidentally deleting it instead of being mailed bills, which I usually pay by check because I have an easy to find record and what I've paid
Yeah,
and
you're.
when.
Well, I
Yes.
tell you what. Now, if something happens to your phone, like
Right.
for my job, like I say, hey Siri, take a screenshot of
Right.
all my because there's so many vast amounts of information, but I only
Mhm.
need a little bit, but I don't want to go back and find it anymore. So once I find it, I just go, hey Siri, take a screenshot.
Mm.
My flight that I'm on, the
Right.
reservation number.
Uh-oh.
Siri just took a screenshot.
Shot of your phone.
All right. I was like, what? So yeah, everything. Everything I got is on that sucker. That's weird going to the airport now. You just go up to the Koisk. See, people already know this, but
Right.
I've been out of the game for a little while. You just go in there, up to the Koisk, put in your flight
Yeah.
number or whatever they get, whatever that thing is they give you. So it's just your personal
Like,
number. Yeah, what's that for? What's
I
that
have
called?
no-
I don't- But I get that. I just type it in there, and then you go, and then you throw. If you do have luggage, you just go up to the next voice thing at the belt, and away it goes. Man, it's
Yeah.
like, I gotta admit, it speeds up waiting in line and waiting for a human, because there's only like 3 humans.
Right.
Now they got like all these Koisks, and it is better. Sometimes technology does certain things better.
I get to the point though where I don't want to learn any more new things.
Listen,
I'm okay where I'm at. I don't need to know anything. I need
Yeah.
people not to change things. I'm very set in my ways.
the problem is whenever this technology gets, broken,
Right. Mhm.
then everybody just looks
Or
around and
hacked.
or broken.
Yeah.
Then it's not good. Then
Mhm.
the old system of paper and everything is
Better.
better. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a weird, wacky world we
It
live
is.
in for sure.
It is. It is. It's changing fast. I went to the Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, and we stood in line for 45 minutes to get on a ride. That's when I had an epiphany and I realized I was over amusement parks.
Yeah, listen, even at the age of I was in 6th grade, I think, whenever we went to
It's pronounced kiosk.
kiosk, yeah, Whisk.
Kiosk.
Listen, so whenever I was in 6th grade, I finally got to go to Disney World, right?
Right.
And I was all jazzed, thinking
Mhm.
that's the best, right?
Mhm.
Get there, hot. The lines are like
Astronomical.
stupidly long. They
Right.
only got like 2 good rides that go
Right.
fast,
Yeah.
right? All the rest are just sit down, boring rides. Then we would go back over to the campground that was there, and they had like a water slide park.
Right.
And
And you
after-
wanted to stay there.
After the first day of the water, going over there and then coming back and spending some time, I'm like, I don't even want to look at that place over there. I just want to play in the water. This is fantastic. So
Yeah.
my local Kennywood Park was
Yeah.
way better
Hmm.
than
Disney World.
Disney World. Yeah, Disney World, it's a lot of hype. And
We got to go to Disney World
yeah,
when I was
I took
in
her.
my young 40s. And I finally got to go to Disney World, and it was a good day because it was late in the season.
it was
It
looking
was
like rain.
overcast. Yeah, it was looking like rain.
Nobody
and,
went, but it didn't
yeah.
rain.
No.
It didn't rain. Nobody was there.
And there
No
were short
lines.
lines.
It was
yeah.
cool because it was overcasty, and we had pretty good. I mean, it was
Yeah,
good
we
for
did.
me because
Back then, we won't go to
No.
Disney now, Johnny. We know
It's
a
a
lot
s-
more.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
We know a lot
reminded me
more
of my
now.
childhood,
Mhm.
and you finally got to go. Was
Yes.
it as big as the hype?
No, probably not.
Nah.
No.
Wait, if it was hot and you were in line, you would
Yeah,
have been
I
like,
would have been
"This
like,
is
"This is
ludicrous.
this
Let's
is
get
dumb.
out of here."
Let's go.
And
yeah.
back then, you would probably be like, "Let's go get a beer."
Yeah. Probably so.
All right.
Okay. New music. There's no artist development anymore. There's truly hardly any talent out there.
Oh my
And
gosh,
there's
yes.
also so much music available that it doesn't seem worth it to seek these artists out, especially since there's a ton of musicians I already love.
There-
You like the 80s.
Listen, this one guy has a channel now,
Hmm.
and he just uses AI.
Yes.
I thought it was real at first. I
Yeah.
thought Wiley, working with Wiley, had a.
Yeah. He did a song for him.
How did he get this artist?
Yeah. To do
make a song for
him. Mhm.
That must have taken a lot of time. No, this guy just puts in the
Keywords.
keywords, and it was a phenomenal song about Wiley. And I was
Mhm.
like, "Holy crap, that's good!" And then it's AI now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a strange world. We're
We-
just living
we're-
in
we
a
are.
wacky, strange
Wacky.
world.
Bizarre world. Okay, go fast. Go full screen on the second.
All
read it.
right, there you go. Read it.
The hassle of getting in touch with companies. Oh yes, there was some problem with my card when I went to make an Amazon purchase recently. I decided to call Amazon to find out what's what on my app. There were questions before allowing the call. My answer was to forget about
the
the
person.
purchase entirely.
What?
Yes. So yeah, it is so hard to
What is?
call a company anymore. And why would you call Amazon? I don't even
Let,
know that they have
let me give
customer
you.
service.
Let me give you my trick for
Okay.
getting a human. All right.
Okay.
It'll say, answer 1, or say your thing. Just go, just moan, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't understand that. Answer the number
Yeah.
of your card or whatever. Oh, just moan again, right? Then he goes, we can't understand you. Let us get you to a human.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it works, man. It's
Yeah.
like, just moan, and they think you're, handicapped, and by gosh, they got to take care of the handicapped people, right?
Right.
So they're like, oh man, we got to get this,
Yeah.
we got to be fair and balanced for all the people out there. So let's get them to a human, and it works. Just moan into the phone whenever they start asking you crap, and they'll be like, our computer can't figure you out. Let's get you to a human. It works. Fun fact. All right.
Okay. Yeah, he does that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, not being near a toilet. I refuse to hold it in. Okay.
Well-
So you do sort of lose those abilities whenever
Uh-oh.
the younger that you get. This thing
All
isn't
right, all right.
working.
Here we go. Back out to us.
Okay,
All right, it's
all
working
right.
now.
So-
No, yeah. That's why I like the aisle seat whenever I fly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
don't want to bother the person next to me. Of course, I've been drinking coffee, so I can, function.
Mm-hmm.
So I know on the flight I'm going to have to go to the bathroom at some time. So yes, that's a good.
Yes.
I agree.
Okay. Okay. I'm in my 20s. I went out partying most of the week.
Correct.
I loved clubs, dancing, and staying out late.
Correct.
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 Now in my 40s, all I want to do is be comfortable in my home, text with a friend, or wear comfortable clothes. Clubbing, you can't pay me enough to do it.
Um,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
Well,
we
met. We met clubbing, and I was
Yeah.
into it, man.
Mhm.
I was like, I was
Yeah.
still. It was
Yeah.
26. 26 years old. 11 o'clock hit, right?
Yeah.
And I was out with my buddies. And I was like, yeah, I'm going home. And they were like, what are you talking about? It's like, we closed. We closed the clubs
every time.
every night. And then we would go to work in the morning on base, right? But we closed that place. And then I just was like, nah, I'm going home. And then I was like, this isn't fun anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it was like a switch.
Yeah.
Like, it was just one night.
Yeah.
I was sitting there going, what am I doing? This is.
Why am I at this
But
club?
more, if you took that fine line on this side, it was the best time ever, right?
Right.
I
Mhm.
couldn't miss it.
Right.
And then after that timeline, I couldn't stand the crowd and the noise and the mayhem.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I met you. And
Yes.
I could stop all that,
Mhm.
trying to look for a mate and
Yes.
going out there, partying it up.
Right. So, going anywhere that doesn't have a parking lot. I don't want to circle the block for 20 minutes just to try to squeeze into a tiny spot with ambiguous street signs. Just
Yeah.
let me park in a parking lot. So
Yeah.
I haven't parallel parked ever. I mean, I usually, like, if I can pull up behind somebody, yes, I'll parallel park, but
Yeah. Listen.
otherwise I don't.
Listen, if there's a line at a restaurant, I'm out. I'm
Mhm.
not going to wait for my food.
Right.
Yeah. If you said, oh, you're going to have to find a place to park to go to this fancy, it's downtown. Now I got a satellite truck and I got to find places to park now to do my job. But whatever. That's a different story. But yeah, no, I'll just order food and
Well,
have
the
it.
point is that you don't want to parallel park. You want a parking lot instead
Well,
of
I'm just
parallel park.
talking, just
Yeah.
trying to park in the first place.
Right.
Just to fight that. And if I go to Walmart,
Mhm.
I grab the first spot way back. I don't. My parents were the worst. My mom.
Circle and circle.
Circle and circle and circle until she got a front row or close to a front row.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we could have already walked 10 times into the. And by the way, walking is good for you.
Yes.
What is going on? Just park the car, Ma.
Yeah.
Nah, you know me. Debbie's like, there's 10 spots
Way closer.
way closer. I'm like, I'm parking first place I find. I'm parking and we're walking in there. So yeah, this is good. I like this segment, man.
Okay,
So,
good. I'm
it
glad.
shows all my stuff.
Insecurities. I haven't liked to parallel park ever, even when
Yeah.
I was 20.
Yeah.
So, okay, being a short person, I've finally given up and only buy seated tickets to concerts nowadays.
sh-
Well, I never
We don't
see
go to.
anything anyway. Um,
I don't go
I
to
don't go to
concerts.
concerts. Yeah, that's my answer.
I don't go to
Just
sporting
like,
events.
right.
I don't do anything.
I don't like anything that has a huge crowd.
Yeah, or
I'm
noise.
not a huge crowd.
Yeah, you go to like I worked the Thunder games.
Right.
I did pre and post shows,
Right.
so I was available to go
Mhm.
in during the game for free. Great seat,
Mhm.
media seats, the whole 9
Yeah.
yards.
Mhm.
And like back in the day, it was Durant.
Yeah.
Durant would score a point,
Right.
and the guy would get on the mic and just scream as loud as he could, Durant! Yeah, I know. I just saw him shoot
Mhm.
the basket.
Right.
I can see it's Durant.
Right.
Do we have to say as loud, blowing my ears out,
Right.
that Durant just made a basket?
Right. No.
Every basket.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm out. I went back out to my satellite truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm out of this noise.
Okay.
So people pay for that and they
Right.
love it. And I used to be young and I would have just died going to
Yeah.
sporting events and all
Mhm.
that stuff. Not anymore. Nope.
We went to Frontier City, me and my daughter-in-law, one year, and Frontier City is an amusement park, and they have concerts there.
Yeah.
But it was raining. It wasn't raining hard. It was just kind of misting, so there weren't very many people there. And there was a concert for King and Country.
Okay.
For King and Country there.
Right.
It's an amazing Christian band.
Good.
And but there was like, we were so close to the stage. It was amazing. And they came out into the audience and they
Oh.
were like this far from me, playing their drums.
Well, that would
and
be
doing
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was a good
You were more
experience.
interactive.
Yes. Because there weren't all that many people there.
And they were just probably thanking the people that showed
Yeah.
up.
It was a good
All
good
right.
concert, even though it was raining. Okay.
All right.
You read this one.
Okay, trying certain types of new things. When I was a kid, I wanted to try everything at least once. Yes, now there are things like water ski. Oh my gosh, this is me. Like water skiing, scuba diving that I no longer have an interest in attempting. The world is vast enough that there are plenty of new activities and interests I can pursue. I'm not even going to go on anymore. This is correct. What it's trying to say is like I say it's like a roller coaster syndrome. Whenever you're a kid, you get on a roller coaster because you finally got tall enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it scared the crap out of you, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I was
That was the
petrified.
best.
That was the best.
Yeah.
And then you already done it.
Right.
Like I was saying it the other day, skiing. I used to love skiing, but I've lived on the edge skiing and jumping and doing all the crazy stuff that I have no urge to do any of this anymore because the fascination in my older age has worn off, worn
Yes.
out.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to have fun, stuff like that, like going to the Pine Cone Fest and sitting in a
Yes.
chair and
Mhm.
talk with my friends.
Yes.
That's what I live for
Mhm.
now. Is just not crazy crap. Just getting with a couple friends. Just have a couple friends around me. That's all I need for a rip roaring
Good time.
good time. But no, I understand. I say that all the time.
Yeah, you do.
I've water skied.
Yeah, you do.
But whenever I was a kid and my rich friends, said, hey, you want to go water skiing with us? Absolutely. And did I love it? Oh my gosh, it was the funnest thing on the planet for a kid. And I'm glad I got to experience it. But if you told me right now, let's rent a boat and go water skiing. I'm like, man, ugh. I'll wipe out a couple times. My legs will start burning. It'll be like, and after like 3 minutes of water skiing, I'll be like, yeah, let's go back in. I'm done, man. Let's get
You're
off
done.
the water.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love this. This is good segment,
Okay.
Miss Debbie. Good
I'm
idea.
retiring in a few weeks, and I tried the toxic. I'm tired of toxic bosses, commuting work clothes, and office politics.
Oh, my
Looking
goodness.
forward to reading and music and road trips and no schedule freedom.
Well,
Yes. Hey, Lila.
listen.
We're so sorry we couldn't make it to Pinecone Fest.
I was semi-retired,
Yes.
right? Totally get this, right?
Right.
And then they still had politics, right?
Yes.
So then I finally kind of
Yes.
retired for 2 months.
Right.
Then I figured I better get off my butt. Inflation's, kicking, and I better be a good husband for a little bit longer. So
Mhm.
I'm back in the rat race.
I know.
Dude,
We don't want it to be for too long, though.
and he's got his dog. That's it.
Yeah.
That's me, right?
The porch.
I don't
and the
read
dog.
books, so I don't read books.
The porch and the dog.
I don't need a book. I just want to watch my neighbors, and
Right.
that's it.
Probably watch a YouTube video.
Yeah,
instead of a
I
book.
love my YouTubes. There you go.
I'm in my mid-40s, and I certainly miss the benefit of youth. Aches are creeping in. I can no longer eat anything I want, and healing time has slowed. But there is something very liberating about no longer caring what people think about you,
Oh yeah.
doing things you want to do when you want to do them, having coffee alone outside at 6 a.m. while the world sleeps, cutting grass in shorts and high socks, and enjoying quiet times with friends. Youth is wasted on the young.
We don't care what we look like.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had my Mitsubishi, my 1995 Mitsubishi Mighty Max with the 85 horsepower tow package forever.
Yeah.
And it's got dents in it. I bought it that way with
Yeah.
dents, and I drive it with pride, man. It's
Yeah.
like I could care less.
Right.
Like some people want that status. They
Yes.
like, we have to come across to all my friends that I've made it.
Mhm.
Not this guy here. I got an most average house on the planet.
Yeah.
I got the most average cars on the planet.
Right.
Don't bother me one bit.
Right.
And you might watch this show and say, well, he's just a bald old, man. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, his teeth are yellow. Your teeth
Yeah.
are yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm old, man. I'm like,
Tetracycline.
yeah, tetracycling as a kid
Mm.
yellowed my teeth too, but that's
Yeah.
beside the point.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
is.
hey, if you don't like me, then move along.
Move
It's
along.
Like, I
Move along.
don't care. I'll show you all my. You want to see my? No.
No.
I
Don't show it.
I'm just teasing.
Okay.
I'm just
All right.
saying, I don't care.
And I know that we've hit an hour, but we're going to finish.
Yeah.
Okay. After years of flying and tons of flying for work, I now avoid getting on planes for any reason. I come to loathe everything about it. I told
Okay.
my friends if they want face to face, come visit the Big Apple.
Yeah,
So apparently
yeah.
she
Oh.
lives in the Big Apple.
There's nothing fun about flying. I do it now for work.
Yeah.
And that's
Mhm.
the only. I hadn't flown for
He hadn't flown since before the pandemic.
way before
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Mhm.
Even
Right.
with my boss, I hadn't had a
Right.
reason to fly
Mhm.
or go anywhere. So yeah, I was back. I was like,
And now he's flown
"Eesh."
like 2 times, 3 times,
3 times.
3 times,
3 times at
3
least.
times.
At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Maybe a fourth. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And
All
he's
right.
gonna fly tomorrow.
I want a vacation where I can drive to.
Right.
I don't want to get on a plane and go far, far away.
I know.
All right. Well,
Okay. At my age, I feel comfortable saying no without any explanation. Yeah, I do like to say no if I don't want to do
Yeah.
something. I do like to say no.
yeah, you don't need to explain yourself anymore.
No, and I have the ability to say
Oh,
no
well,
these days.
I always say, and this is what's wrong with society, is we don't respect our elders anymore, right? And yeah, some guys are cranky ass, just mean old men, right?
Mhm.
They got a right to be.
Yeah.
They're your elders, and just try to appease them as much as you can, right? They've been through a lot, and they're done putting up with crap.
Hi, Krista
If-
Hart. I read your comment on
Yeah.
the air earlier.
If you say, I'm not gonna do it,
Hmm.
no,
Yes.
that's it, man.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you should say, okay, all right,
It's all about standing up for yourself.
yep.
Okay. For me, it's noise. I've
Ooh.
really become aware of how our society has no awareness of other personal boundaries, especially when it comes to blasting music that others
Oh my
may have
gosh.
no interest whatsoever in hearing. There's an incredible sense of entitlement from a lot of people that they seem to think we all want to hear their music, be it blasting from their car, an outdoor concert, or a nearby house or apartment. Hmm.
Now, I was young, so I get it, kind of, and I don't become that old cranky guy.
Yeah,
I just let it be,
yeah.
because all you're gonna do is
So
start.
just let it go. yeah.
You're gonna start an argument, and
Mhm.
then so it's only gonna be hopefully for a little bit.
Right.
Whenever they're just working on their car in the
Yeah.
driveway or something like
Mhm.
that, it don't bother me.
Right.
It's like it does a little bit,
Mhm.
and I think about that whenever I'm doing stuff. In my older
Yes.
age, I understand, but whenever you're younger, and the other thing that gets me is the mufflers here lately. Man, everybody is starting to not have mufflers. I don't know if that's the
Yes.
economy or it's cool, one or the other.
One or the other.
But man, there's more cars without and trucks
Mufflers.
without mufflers.
Mhm.
And they like to gas it and waste gas. Like, wah! You know, it's funny because it'll be a little car.
Yeah.
It'll sound super loud, like, oh my
Right.
gosh, and it's only going from like 10 mile an hour to 25. Like, it's not even. And they think, look at me, I'm a race car driver.
Right.
I'm like, you sound louder, but you're just going the same speed. Like, they'll pull alongside you and start gassing it, and they might pull just a smidge of in front of you, but from the sound of it, they should be like 10 blocks ahead of you by now. But it's just funny. It's just like, whatever. We were young. We liked, you know, glass packs and all that kind of crazy. It just seems like there's more of it in my old age. Maybe it's the same. It just seems like more.
Okay. All right, we're getting to the end. I promise. Digital coupons. I hate dealing with QR codes to get a sale price. By the way, I'm 70. Okay, yeah.
Enter
what
this
happened
code.
to coupons? Like, you used to just be able to
drop the price. You know,
to clip coupons out of the magazine.
Just
right?
drop the price. You know, it's like, if you want me to buy it at a discount price,
right? Just drop the price.
Just drop the price, people, and I'll go. That's a whale of a deal, and I'll buy it. You know. Speaking of which, I got this Tessman smart digital multimeter TM510. Tessman. I'll plug my other channel, Solar DIY Hobby and Reviews. Go watch it. This thing automatically, it's on sale right now for under $14, and it's a whale of a good multimeter. And I'm glad they sent me out to test it, because now I have it, and it's a great little meter. Shameless plug. DIY Solar Hobby and Reviews. It's in the description down below. All right, we just lost anybody that was still with us.
Okay. I literally don't want to do anything I don't really want to do. Recently, I had 2 letters lying unopened on my desk for a month because I knew there was nothing in either I really wanted to deal with. Well, I think you have to deal with your bills if that's what they were.
Just, I don't have to pay nothing anymore.
But I don't like to do anything that I don't really want. But
again, we've already done everything.
Right.
That's the beauty about being old.
Yes. You've done it all.
We've done it all. I'm not missing out.
Been there, done that.
Seen the whole country.
Right.
I've done it all. I've been to crazy events. I just want to be at home.
Yes.
I want to be at home.
I know. I'm sorry.
She made me.
I didn't make you do anything.
But see, now I can take you behind the shed.
Okay.
And then take you to the front of the shed too, though. But to eat, it's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
If you've missed the beginning of the show. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There's no need to hang on to toxic relationship hoping one day they'll change. I have a 3-strike rule, and I'm considered changing it to 1 strike. No drama, no debate, no argument. Just say bye.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, I usually just... anyway.
There's always going to be controversy and everything. That's why, like, a lot of people... I raised my kids, right?
Right.
And I cared... I still care...
Desperately
for them. But
we don't
at some point, you got to just let them fly, you know?
Right.
And it's not your drama anymore. It's not your drama. It's out of your hands. You can help out if, you know, it needs to be helped out and everything. But, yeah, it's no drama. Let's just... Yes. I want to live in my house with just you, too. I don't want thousands of people in my house. It's my haven. To get away from work and everything.
Yeah.
So whenever I come home, I don't want any more drama.
No.
I'm old. I've been through it all. I want my relaxed time. I understand.
Yes. Zombie. If I know it's like junk mail, I don't open it. It goes straight into the trash.
It could be really important. And sometimes it is. And she'll be like, oh.
I don't. I just.
Sometimes you do.
No.
You'll be like, where'd that? Oh.
No.
I think I threw that out.
Oh.
She does.
No. Okay.
No drama. No more drama.
There's only one more.
Oh, I thought there was only 20. Okay.
There was 21.
All right.
There was actually 22, but I didn't get the last one.
All right, here we go.
High heels and raising a puppy. Now, raising a puppy I'm still for, but I haven't worn high heels in years.
Oh.
Decades. And Marcus never worn high heels.
Tell this lady to cross her legs, okay? You know?
Stop.
I mean, it's... I get that you're into shoes.
And I don't know what high heels has to do with puppies.
I don't know.
I don't know, but we love our puppy. Bruce Bowser is calling
It's
his
my boss. Well, hold on. I'll tell Bruce. Hey, Bruce, we're on our show. Say hi to everybody. Okay, no, he says hi, everybody. But we're done with our show. Let me wrap this up, and I'll call you right back. All right, bye. That's Bruce, my boss, Bob.
Okay. I'm sure it's changing. He's probably flying out today. All right. So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate everything. Say goodbye to Bruce. So that way he can watch the end of the show and he'll be like, oh, I made air today on 2OP. Like he would watch.